Thank you guys for chilling with me on this Chillin' with Mojo, where we always try to turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary day. Today, I wanted to talk about the construction industry, guys. We all see it. We all see everywhere, like around us and shit like that. Like, jobs. We need jobs. We need this. Oh, man. Like, dude, to be honest, I work for a construction company. They're not the best, but they're decent. You know what I mean? When it comes down to being in the construction industry, dude, it's not that hard. Yeah, you're gonna deal with, like, hard, big-headed motherfuckers that's, like, you know, you gotta, like, this day and age, a PC and leftist thinking and shit like that, that's not really gonna fly on a lot of these job sites, you know? I had to freaking talk to one motherfucker when he was like, I don't believe in a mixed household. I was like, you say that one more time and you're gonna find a hammer going up beside your face. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, there are some guys that are bigoted up in there. There are some guys that have that mindset. But from what I see in the construction field, we as youngsters and as a society, we're getting to that point where all of these guys are getting old. They're getting real old, man. And as of shooting this video, I'm 30. So I'm not that old. I'm not that young. Like, we in our 30s are getting to the point where we're starting to be at that age to where we're the ones that's taking over. We're the ones that are like, okay, you know, you guys are getting to retirement age. You need to teach us what we need to know now. So when you go retire, we know what the fuck to do. You're 60, you're 50, you're pissing on yourself while you're at work, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, so, like, I get it, guys. I get it. There's like, oh, I don't want to work hard, or oh man, there's assholes at work. Sometimes you just gotta be an asshole back to some of these guys. That's just what they're looking for. And sometimes you just gotta be such an asshole to the point where they're like, man, why you gotta be such an asshole? And you're like, cause you don't fucking stop, you fucking piece of shit. Like, I just want to come into work, learn my shit, and you just fucking pick on me every fucking day. So now I'm gonna fucking go in on your ass. So, like, when it comes down to construction, guys, these guys, they really respect hard workers. You know? I mean, I'm a stoner that smokes weed every day, and I show up to work, I get it done, I have a good mentality, I have a go-getter mentality, and even the old-timer that's like, oh, he's a stoner! And, you know, he's looking forward to me coming to work. If I don't come into work one day, he's like, hey, man, what's going on? Like, you know, like, are you sick? Or, like, you know, what's going on? It's nothing like some, oh, man, you need to be at work. It's like, no, these motherfuckers legitimately care. Like, you know, I work hard. But at the same time, you know, I think the way I do. You know, I'm not like these guys that are like, oh, well, I'm Republican. I tell these motherfuckers, I think like in the middle of the highway. Like, you know, I'm on both sides. I'll agree with you on certain aspects. I'll agree with you on certain aspects. I'll agree that the fact that, yeah, we should have had Trump in office. Maybe we should have had him in there for a couple of extra years. Maybe we should have took his phone away from him and told him, hey, you can't fire your staff on Twitter. Can't do that. We, like, freaking a regular company can't fire their regular staff on Twitter. Even though it has happened a lot nowadays. But a regular company, like, you know, you can't, like, God, I can't even say that anymore. That's fucked up. He changed it so much like that now you can get fired on Twitter. It's fucking crazy, dude. But, like, at the end of the day, you just gotta have, like, for one, you gotta have a little tough skin. And for two, you can't be lazy, guys. You can't be lazy. That's our biggest pet peeve on these job sites. They don't give a fuck if you gay. Well, they kind of do. But they don't give a fuck if you gay. Well, yeah, you know. But at the same time, if you come in and if you work hard, if you have that go-getter mentality, if they're like, hey, this dude, I can rely on him to go off and to go do anything I ask him to do, or if he needs help, he'll ask me, he'll be right on it. You could tell him I am a gay motherfucker that gets railed by my boyfriend every night and smokes weed while he does it. And they will look at your work ethic and be like, I can't really say shit. You know, I don't agree with it, but I can't really say shit. So at the end of the day, yes, a lot of these motherfuckers are, they're good old boys, but that good old boy kind of generation is dying out. Yeah, we still got good old boys nowadays. We still got good old boys that are our age, but these good old boys, they're the kind of good old boys that will, like, talk shit to you, but also invite the Hispanic dude, the African dude, just everybody to the bar and still talk shit to them. They will be the one that will be your friend every single day, but still bust your balls every day. And that's honestly the cool thing about this newer generation of good old boys is, only thing they really want to see is just you working hard. They really just want to see that you're willing to get down and dirty and just do the grind, because then they're like, hey, I can't argue. And then once you have like a hobby that they are cool with, like, God, for God's sakes, guns. Mention a gun on the job site. Mention the fact that you want to buy a gun. You will have friends left and right. You will have people that are pulling you aside and being like, hey, did you see this gun I got? Did you see this gun? I mean, I don't even own guns. I want to own a gun just because I'm American, man, America. But at the same time, I don't own a gun. First thing I think about when you hand me a shitload of cash is finances. Second thing I think about, projects. No, first thing I think about is bills. Second thing I think about is finances. Then I think about is projects. Then it's the guns. After the bills and after the food is on the table, after the projects and after everything is done, then we can start thinking about guns. But I think the guns need to start coming up on the list. It needs to be right behind the bills and the finance. So, I mean, that's an easy way. And to be honest, like, I've gotten myself into conversations about guns. What kind of stuff do they put on them? What kind of range do they go to? What kind of bullets do they use? What kind of gun do they have? Where do they buy their guns? When are they buying their guns? How much do they buy their guns for? Like, what is the history behind that gun? All of that shit I've learned just by working in construction. Personally, I'm a fisherman. So when it comes down to that, you already know. Where do you go? What bait do you use? What time do you go? What do you fish off of? Do you fish on the bank? Do you fish off a boat? Do you fish off a kayak? All of those things. So really just trying to come around with people on the job site. Even another dude, we don't even talk that much. And he always looks at me like, this guy. And I'm always like, this guy. And, well, he's an electrician. I'm an HVAC mechanic. He's always, like, his friends, an electrician is like, hey, there's your best buddy. There's your best buddy. I'm like, this guy. And that's the only thing we say to each other. I mean, yeah, we have like small conversations once in a while, but that's the most we say to each other within a week. This guy. So, like, find a common ground with people, man. People aren't just shitty individuals. Whoever threw the egg on my car is a shitty individual. They are the shittiest individual, but honestly, you don't fuck with somebody that practices voodoo. So, there we go, They say you don't fuck with certain religions, you don't fuck with people that worship voodoo. That's the middle ground, that's the thing right there. But when it comes down to younger generation, man, like, you're gonna have a job, depending on who you go to, you're gonna have some skills, you're gonna have work, you're gonna be on the grind, and society-wise, you're gonna be respected. I mean, who do you think is gonna be more respected? The person that works at CVS versus the construction worker? the person that works at the, like, God forbid, though, the person that works at the liquor store gets a lot more respect right now. Give me my rum. But the person that works at Walmart versus the person that's busting balls and working on the job site every day. I'm not trying to bag on these freaking jobs, but at the same time, I've worked at CVS. People treat you like shit. As soon as you have that moniker, public servant or service worker or something, society treats you like shit. They don't give a fuck. They'll throw something on the ground and be like, pick it up. You're a service worker. When you're a construction worker, they're kind of like, okay, this motherfucker, he's strong, he's been busting, he's been doing shit, everything like that. Let me not try to piss this dude off. Let me give him a little bit of respect, because he works 10 hours a day. He's doing shit that I would not fathom him doing. I've been in areas, I've been in, like, awkward positions. Fuck, I'm the fire damper guy on this construction site. I'm literally the fire damper guy. When we had all of our freaking fire damper inspections, who the fuck do you think was walking around with the higher ups and the fucking fire marshal? Like, yeah, I was that guy. Like, when I was off for a day because I was dealing with my freaking shit, my medical shit, dude, they struggled. They struggled. And then I came back and everything was like pop, 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 pop. So I've only been working in construction for a year. If you have the go-getter mentality, if you have the just mental fortitude, and just be like, dude, I just want to work hard every day. I want to work with my hands. I want to work hard. I want to be on the grind. Go work in construction. It's going to suck. But when they see that you work hard, and when you finally, like, say if they start busting your balls and you finally get to the point where you're like, stop busting my balls, you old fuck. Go take a piss, because I bet you need to. It's about fucking 4 or 5 times that you need to every fucking day. I fucking smoke weed, I don't gotta take a piss as much as you do. They gonna shut up. And then you gonna turn around and you gonna continue doing your work. Boom. But if you start coming into work every day and you're like, oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, man. You know, it's gonna suck. They're gonna give you the shitty jobs, and it's gonna suck, dude. And one day, you're going to be put on babysitting duty. Babysitting duty for the building. Like, everybody else has gone on to other jobs, or, you know, you're just literally sitting here babysitting the building. And you're waiting for the owner to just be like, hey, I need you to go and do some work. And I'm like, okay, let's go do it. You know, the work that we needed to do last week, they did it when I was in the hospital getting stitches. And, like, you know, I called my boss this morning. I was like, what work do we got today? He was like, nothing. We did that shit while you were in the hospital. I was like, fucking hell, man. So, hey, man, eventually you'll get up there. I'm not a mechanic. I'm still technically a helper. But at the end of the day, I see a goal that I want to accomplish, and I'm going to become a mechanic one day. I'm going to reach that goal, and I'm going to go to the top. And guys, if you have that drive, if you want to do that, you can. Construction is not that bad. Honestly, I think construction is better than customer service. Like, if you want me to go into that, I will go into that. I'll probably even record like another video about that. But yeah. So, thank you guys for chilling with me on this Chillin' Mojo, where we always try to turn an ordinary day to an extraordinary day. I'm about to shoot another video about construction versus customer service and what I think about that. You guys take it easy. I appreciate you guys for listening to me.